everyone. Welcome back to the Diversity Project. I am your host, Rhonda Kulch, and on today's episode, we are speaking with industry professionals that can help us avoid financial pitfalls. Of course, we always want to take a minute to thank our sponsors. Without them, this show would not be possible. So we appreciate the support from the law office of Friedman and Associates, located in Hauppauge, a family-friendly law firm specializing in real estate transactions, foreclosure matters, as well as bankruptcy. LifeVac, saving lives every day with their easy-to-use airway obstruction device. For under $100, purchase one today for your home, business, or your restaurant. Great for restaurants and elderly children. Please consider purchasing a LifeVac. Visit lifevac.net and use promo code RK6. And of course, Team Albanowski of Coldwell Banker, Ace Costello Hardware, Jet Direct Mortgage, State Farm, the Christina Lentini Agency, and of course, our very own Habitat Title. So we are up onto our final guest today. And, we always hate to say we use the best for last, but, this particular guest of mine is just more from that soft-spoken, more enlightening, salt of the earth type of industry, and a little bit different. So we have in studio with us today, Sharlene Jamison. She is not only a financial professional, but she is also a life coach. So she takes things to a completely different level with her clients. So Sharlene, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
So, I know you and I, we've been introduced in the past, and it's so important when we're talking to people that are experiencing financial challenges to let them know about resources and opportunities. But I think most importantly, what we have not yet discussed today is the aspect of planning and how we communicate with our clients to make sure that we're providing them the most financial resources possible. So tell me a little bit about your line of work and what you do from that financial space and how your life coaching business comes into play.
All right, so what I do is I help people manage their expectations for retirement planning. And when you do that, you really find out, per individual what's suitable for them. It's not a one-size-fit-all. And so when it comes to retirement planning, a lot of people look for, into my future, and you're planning. But a part of planning has a lot to do with preparing for the what if and the wins in life. Because life happens. So not just accumulating on assets for your retirement planning, but also having insurance products. When I talk about insurance products, things happen. No one walks out of the house and say, today this is going to take place. Today, I'm going to lose my job, or today I'm going to get hurt, or today I'm going to be in an accident. So when it comes to making sure you have a nest egg that prep you for your future, planning for what you want your golden years to look like. You should also have something that protects you for the what if and the wins in life. So on the insurance side, you should also have disability insurance, just in case you lose your job, long-term care. We don't know what life brings. We don't know how the health is going to change. All these things can affect the nest egg. Without the insurance plans and different products from disability, long-term care, or even life insurance, people that are relying on you as far as your income, if you have a family, to be able to provide, if something happens to you, how do they move forward?
Sure.
And then when it comes to the nest egg, what does retirement years look like for you? What does it mean for you to have a plan? And everybody's plan is different. So when I work with clients, it seems like it's different for everyone. A lot of people, sometimes put themselves in a place where they just save to prepare for the future, and they forget about living for today. They do.
They do. And you're so right, because we're stuck in this rat race of, keeping up and what does everybody else have? And, you're going back to something important, which is setting the expectation. So what happens when somebody comes to you and they're not really in a financial position to be able to take it to the next level, but that it's important for them to get started? How does that conversation happen?
Well, the conversation is not always starting out with a roundabout nest egg that you may have where you're transferring over a rollover or a 401k or from one company to another. There are sometimes people don't have a retirement plan at all. And so it comes with a discipline factor. What percentage of your check can you start saving and accumulating and putting something in the market? or just putting it there until it gets to a certain amount of money and start investing and accumulating from that point. But to stand still and do nothing is not putting you in a good position for the future, because you can wait, and the time may never show up because something's always going to need your attention. But you have to stick with your goals, where you want to be in retirement, and what if something happens to the nest egg? What if life changes? Do you have something that protects you from touching the bigger plan?
Now, we've spoken with other financial planners, we've had them on the show. I encourage people to always reach out to somebody and speak to a professional in reference to, I'll say, products and services, right? Talk to me a little bit about the clients that you serve and how your life coaching really helps impact them in their decision making.
So the clients that I serve come from around about all different ages, different life desires, different suitabilities as far as planning for their future. Some are in a position where money's really not an issue, but they don't know how to take flight in their life. And what I mean by that, I got into this business after a divorce, and being a very independent, strong woman, I gave up my rights to child support. At the time, my children were aged 3 and 9. And I've never relied on anyone to fulfill the dreams and goals that I knew that I can acquire on my own, from my own independence and my own strength. But when I look back now, I didn't plan 6 months later to lose my job.
Sure.
Life happens. So then I look at it now where I made an emotional decision based on expectations of someone else doing their part in their role, where my job is not to always make a decision based on my heart-led feelings of always doing and thinking the expectations of someone else fulfilling their part in their role. So where I became the life coach in my business is I became very personal with my clients because I fell in love with them. I wanted to know their story just as much as I shared mine. And letting them see all the things that I've overcome in my timing and the challenges that I've faced. And where there seems like there's no way, I always made a way, and it depends on the focus. So it's always keeping them in alignment with the focus, the dream, and making the best of where you are. You can start anywhere. If you don't have a nest egg to start off with, instead of going shopping or buying the shoes or buying the dress or buying the suit, put yourself in a position where you're going to pay yourself first. Mm-hmm. Pay yourself first. Protect your income, whether you working at a job, get some disability because life happens. Put some money to the side that'll accumulate and get you to that point where you can invest it wisely. There's a wide variety of different investment vehicles. You can talk about, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, annuities. There's a wide array. But when you sit down with a professional who cares not only about you, but everybody that's tied into you, it's their job to find out what's their story, how to help them get there.
I love it. Do you choose your clients, or do your clients choose you?
I think it's a mutual thing. Like for me, I'm very moved by my clients. I am. I really am. They send me chocolates. Usually people try to win people over to gain the business. My clients actually take care of me. They feel rewarded to do so. When I say that, I'm surprised when I, come in and I see baskets and I see gifts, because it's a sincere synergy amongst both of us, that we're both in it for the right reasons. And we both have pure intentions and motives to achieve and reach a goal. And we partner in the decision.
I love it. Where, we're going to be putting, I should say like this, I'm going to share with you what I share with everybody else. All of your contact information is going to be directly on our website, which is www.thediversityprojectli.com, so that people can reach out. If you had one thing to share with our audience today, what would it be?
What type of life do you want to live? And if you know what that is, don't let anything stop you from doing it.
So you're challenging yourself to be the best version of you.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
which I love. Well, thank you so much. Again, we are in studio with Sharlene Jamison. She is not only a financial professional, but she is also a life coach. So if you are looking for somebody who really wants to take the time to learn about you first, and then be able to create the opportune plan, reach out to Sharlene. Again, her information will be directly on our website. You've been listening to The Diversity Project. Again, we know you have a lot of places you could be on a Saturday night, and spending your time with us has been amazing. Thank you so much, and we'll chat next week.